Best friend turned brother admitted undying love just before his wedding, leaving me to walk away forever from our bond. I, 28F, have known my best friend Jack, 28 male, since preschool. We became best buddies. He came from a wealthy family, has amazing parents, they are so sweet. I, on the other hand, not so much. My mom was a single mother, my dad committed before I was born. My mom then became an alcoholic. She goes to work, then comes home and drinks all night. She never cared for me, she lost her life in a car accident after she passed out on the road. I was 15 at the time. Jack's parents took me in. They became my foster parents. I love them so much. They were always there for me. Jack was always there for me in everything. When I had problems with my mother, when I was depressed, when I was sick, happy, angry, my first heartbreak, he was always there. His parents rented an apartment for us in college. Jack even left the college he wanted to go to and came to mine. I love him so much, I would die for him. I see him as a brother, one that I love so much, nothing more, never looked at him any other way. He was the brother I never had. I see him as my twin. But he has had the biggest crush on me. He never confessed, never made a move on me or anything, but I have seemed to notice how he felt. While playing Truth or Dare, a friend asked if I would date Jack. I laughed it off and said, no, not in a million years. Jack is my brother, and that is disgusting. Jack also started laughing with me. I have made it clear I never saw him that way, without actually telling him I know he likes me. I think it would just be awkward, and I don't want to lose him. I have been in a serious relationship with one guy for 4 years, but we broke up about a year ago, and it had nothing to do with Jack. All the guys never really cared since they know how I feel about him. Jack has never really dated anyone, just hookups, and maybe for 2 months, and then they're over. But he has dated Sophia for 3 years now. He proposed a year and 5 months ago. They have been planning the wedding, and I have been with them in the planning. I am one of the groom's women. Since I am not close with Sophia, Jack would always ask my opinion on things. It's been like that since forever. I noticed Sophia did not like that, so I kept myself away, making excuses that I can't come along for some of the plans. Their wedding is the 10th, which is in 2 days. Sophia called and asked me to meet with her, and we did at the park. She told me not to come to the wedding because she knows if Jack sees me, he will not go along with the wedding. I told her she is crazy, Jack loves her, and he has no feelings for me. She told me everybody knows how he feels about me, and I should either let him go or date him. I told her I will never date him. He is my brother, maybe not by blood, but he is still my brother. She asked me to stay away from them because the moment she marries him, she will make him cut me off. I am okay with that, as long as he is the one to do that. If he is happy, I will be happy for him, but I will not upset him at his wedding by not going. She also asked me to stay away from his parents, and that is when I got mad and told her they are also my parents, and I will not leave them just because she doesn't want me there. If she is scared of me, she shouldn't marry Jack, and I left. I really don't know what to do. He is my brother, and they are my parents. I don't want to cut them off, but I also really like Sophia for him. She is really sweet and an amazing girl. I am now planning not to go, but I don't know how Jack will feel. Is it the right thing to do? I just talked with Mom and Dad, and they are not happy with what I had to say. They have been trying to get to Sophia and Jack, but their phones are not ringing. Just to make everything make sense a bit. Me and my parents are at a hotel. It's now 7:30 a.m., and I had the talk with Sophie yesterday, the 6th, at 8:30 a.m. We were all getting ready to leave because we live a bit away from the airport to the wedding destination. Jack and Sophie are also with us, but in a different hotel. She said, they want to have a bit of alone time with each other before the big day, which was fine with us. My mom is pretty upset. She asked me not to ever keep something like that from her, and she thanked all of you for helping me out to do the right thing. They are mad that she is trying to keep me away from my brother and making a decision for him, but also for trying to keep me away from them. She told me how she sees no difference between both of her kids and would never let anything hurt us. The three of us have talked and cried while cuddling on the couch for a bit, just like before. I know I live with them officially since 15, but I was always there. I even slept there for days because my BM was out or working or really just drinking, and it was not safe for me. So we have been close long before she passed. We are now just trying to get in contact with Jack and tell him what happened. Mom and Dad will talk with him, I will also, but after, I want to make a couple of things clear in our relationship. I have always been avoiding it because I thought maybe I would lose him, maybe he will hate me. Mom has also asked me how I feel about Jack, and they will always support me. I told them he is my brother and nothing more. Dad asked to make that clear for Jack because they know he had a thing for me, but he told them it was over. They also said they are not really sure if he really is, but the fact that Sophia is actually like that, something must have happened. I will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, sorry I was a bit late. Well, Jack answered an hour after my update. My parents asked him to come quick for something important. He came, but Sophia did not. He said she was busy getting a couple of things ready for the wedding. He came and brought us donuts. We have always loved them. He noticed the moment he entered the room something was wrong. He asked what was wrong, and I really couldn't tell him. I have always suffered with my mental health, and I have a lot of things I go to therapy for, but the biggest thing is losing someone. I really am afraid of that. It's the one thing I really want to fix. I always let people step on me because I don't want to lose them. This was really my first time just not letting it happen. My parents told me if I wanted, I could go to the room and sit down, and come out after they talked to him. He was worried. He kept on asking what was wrong. I told him, Mom and Dad will tell you, and just went to the room. They did, and he was upset. I heard him call Sophia and ask her why she said that. She said I was lying. Well, you guys had told me she would say that, but I never really thought she actually would. Jack just walked in the room and asked, did she say that to you? I told him she did. He just walked out of the room and left. I thought it was really over. I just lost my brother, my best friend, my twin. I really never knew how important he really is to me. Mom and Dad comforted me. They told me if he doesn't want me in the wedding, I will still go tomorrow and just have fun. Just don't go to the wedding until they finish, then we can go on a trip, just the three of us, since I already have a plane ticket. I cried a bit, ate, and then went back to my room. Maybe 2 hours later, Jack came knocking on my door. I was really surprised. He gave me one of those big hugs he always gives me. He apologized. He said Mom and Dad told him I was upset after he left. He told me he was not giving up on me, but he knew the moment I said she did that, I was not lying. He was mad and just wanted to see why she would do that. I asked why she is trying to push me away. He asked if he tells me why, will nothing change our relationship? I told him nothing will change. He told me before they started dating, they were friends, and he told her how he has liked me for a long time. But I never seen him in that way and always tried to point it out. He told me he knew I did not like him, but he just couldn't accept that and thought maybe I was just scared if we don't work out. He just didn't want to accept it. When he saw how serious I was with my ex, he decided to start his life and not just wait. He and her started talking, and he started liking her. He told me it was very hard because he would always talk to her about me before they dated. But he really loves her, and that is why he proposed. He asked her what she thinks about our relationship. He told her I had nothing for him and that if she would like him to cut me off, it will not happen, because I had nothing to do with it. He assured her he had nothing for me anymore, and she accepted his proposal. He told me they were doing pretty good. He never talked or did anything to upset her, but the fact she went behind his back has really hurt him. She told him I should leave because what if he is not over me yet? He told her he wouldn't marry her if he wasn't. He asked how she can ask me to leave my family just like that, after everything I went through, and that I only have them. She said it was not a big deal, I can find another family just like I found this. He was upset and called off the wedding. They are still together for now and will be going to her tomorrow and see what will happen. He asked if I ever liked him. I told him no. He cried a bit. He told me it was so good to finally say it to me after I knew how he feels. I apologized if I ever hurt him. I told him I really care about him, and I would like to maybe have a bit of time just to get over this. I need time away, but he needs it more than me. Not going no contact, but maybe having a bit of space, no more going out to parties, no more catching up dinners. We will be talking and will only meet 5 times a month at our present place. He has booked a room and is staying with us. Sophia has been calling and sending voicemails, but I have not answered and just blocked her for now. She doesn't seem happy right now. I will update you with what Jack will do. It's the least I can do for you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Edit, to the people that are saying I like Jack. Hi, so I had to make things about me and Jack clear. We were 3 years old when we met. His house was 15 minutes from mine. We both liked mixing water with dirt, and we just always played together. Jack/my mom met my bio mom and offered to take me home since my mom was always late, so we became more close. Mom would forget me a lot, and I sometimes ended up sleeping there. I had a couple of fights with my mom when growing up. She was depressed. She would always get the house messy, and I am a very, very clean and organized person. We went to the same schools, even college. We had our own apartment in college, so we had a lot of free time together. We always go see movies together, we go swimming in the lake all the time, and we even go to the gym together twice a week. One thing is good, I love food. We both just get in the car and go try anything new we see. We have been doing that for so long. I actually plan on going with him to different countries just to try the food. We meet up and talk daily. Ever since we started working, we haven't seen each other daily, and I was in a relationship, so I really couldn't. We met up twice a week. And he was in a relationship, so we really couldn't meet that much. A lot of people have said I have feelings for him but just scared. I don't think that. I know I am always with him a lot. We are too close. A lot have told me that, so did our friends. They say I don't know what a brother and sister relationship is since I haven't had one. But I do. Jack is my brother. I always need to talk with him, and I can talk with him all day. He is very funny, and we're both stupid, so we get along. Because of how people always say we like each other, it made me once question it. But I don't feel the same way with him like I felt with guys I've dated. Now a lot in my private messages are saying what is between us is not a sibling relationship, and now I'm confused. If not, what is it? I have zero romantic feelings towards him. So, to people that do have siblings, is this not normal? I talked with Sophia. A lot of you guys complained about my writing. I am sorry, was not even sure what I was doing at that moment. And English is not my native language, and I did not study college in English. I talked with her. I told her she doesn't have to worry about me. If she feels uncomfortable, we should talk things out. She told me she was wrong with how this went. She was just scared and did not mean what she said. She told me everything was fine until me and my ex broke up. She just started worrying for no reason. Jack never did anything to make her worry about me. She was stressed with the wedding planning. I believe her. I know she is a nice person. She has never been close to me, but I know her. We have met at family gatherings and went out with friends. And if to be honest, she gets really stressed. We talked with mom and dad, and they are happy we solved the problem. Jack has also talked with her, and they have made up. The wedding is still going to happen, but I still won't go. I did not know Sophia knew Jack had a crush on me, and to be honest, it is for the best. I never meant to make Sophia the bad guy. I just wanted to know what to do. Jack loves her, and I am sure of that. I don't think he will take me as a sister, even if he doesn't like me. I am just a close friend. But he is my family and always will be. And no, I did not ever have feelings for him, really. You guys literally made me question my life. I never loved Jack like I loved my ex, so I am sure. And to the people waiting for me and Jack to get together, that is not happening. Never. I am actually trying to get back with my ex. Well, thanks again to all of you. Edit. Hi, well, the wedding is cancelled again. I am not in a good place right now to say what has happened, but I will when I am feeling better. I have cut contact with Jack. Thank you guys again. I just thought you needed to know. Hi, a lot has happened. I owe this to you guys. I want to answer some questions. Why did I say I will not be attending? Sophia wanted me to go after we talked. She told me a lot of things about Jack. He started liking me in 3rd grade. I did not know when it started. And when I realized how long and serious he was. Honestly, if I was in her shoes, I wouldn't like the girl my husband had a crush on to be at my wedding. I decided not to go just to show my respect for their relationship. Sophia still wanted me to go and kept on calling me. Our flight was the 8th at 10 a.m. I was supposed to still go because we, family and friends, are also having a vacation there after Jack and Sophia leave for their honeymoon. I cancelled everything, including the vacation. I was going to go back home the next day. I helped mom and dad with their luggage and went to the airport at 8 o'clock to see them off. It was 9, and Jack and Sophia were not here yet. Sophia arrived at 9:30, started crying in the airport saying that Jack left and hasn't come back. We called, but he did not answer. Sophia started yelling, saying it was my fault. I should have just agreed to come to the wedding after she apologized. I told her she asked me not to go, and me not going is the right thing to do because I don't want anything to do with their relationship. She told me it was hard to convince him to propose and finally get married, and me not going just ruined everything for her and made him know that he still loved me. And broke things off with her. I told her, that is a problem. She said I will always be the problem. He still wants me, always talks about me, how I make him so happy, how my food is so good when she cooks for him, how she is not as funny as me, how he cried and broke up with her after finding out me and my ex were trying for a baby, and she had to convince him to get back together. I told her she doesn't want me in their life, that is why I am not going to the wedding. And I told Jack to keep space and time between us, and now she is upset. And why would she ever want to convince a man to marry her? She should have left long ago. I never knew he still liked me after dating her. And now that I know, and tried leaving, I am still a problem for her. I told her she can marry him or not, I will cut contact with him, but I will not be leaving my parents, and that is something she needs to know. She started getting in my face and yelling at me. My mom stepped in. She told her, I am sorry for the bad things my son has done, but just know, she is my daughter. She did nothing wrong. If you try to hurt her because you think she is the wall between you and Jack, no, I will not accept you in my family. You should never ask and convince a guy to marry you. Not saying my son is innocent, but you shouldn't be with a man that has to think twice about marrying you. My parents asked me to leave, and we left together. We went back to the hotel. Mom and dad said even if the wedding still takes place, they will not be attending. And if Jack and Sophia are both not fully in this marriage, they don't support it. I talked with them, they told me I was not wrong and I did the right thing by cutting Jack off, even if they never wanted that it was the best for the both of us. I then booked me a room. Jack called, I did not answer, he couldn't find me since I am now in a different room. He called asking to meet, I knew I needed to face him, but what will I say to him? Oh yeah, you fiancé just told me you still haven't got over me after you told me you did yesterday. He sent me his room number if I wanted to see him, I did go. It hurts to say I have lost someone very important. He asked if he can say what he has always wanted to say. I told him if he is going to say what I think he will, then he should know he has lost me because I can't be his sister if he feels that way about me. He still did it, he confessed his feelings for me. It really broke me to be honest, and what and how he said it just makes me realize what an ass I am. What he said is, Azora, I have liked you since forever and I still do. I know we can work this out and try. Please give me a try. I have been waiting for you to finally accept me for 19 years. I will not stop until you give me a try because fuck it, even if you do not, I know what we had, I ruined it. So please let us have a chance. I'm really broke. He has never cared for me because if he did he wouldn't have said it. I told him no, he can forget once had a friend, and I will forget I once had a brother. I told him right now is the moment everything ended between us. I told him it will be hard since we still have the same parents, and I will be keeping a distance, but I will not cut them off as long as they don't want that. I will not come to family gatherings, I will just go on days he will not be there. He cried and kept on trying to hugging me. I told him he can't control feelings, but after he told me he once liked me and I told him I didn't, today shouldn't have happened, the wedding shouldn't have been arranged again. I apologize if I ever did something to make him feel the way he does about me, and I apologize for not leaving the moment I realized he liked me, that I never knew he was that serious, and I thought everything ended where they started dating. I went to my parents, I told them. They understood everything and respected everything. I am still their daughter, we will meet but not like before. I then left to go home, and yes, to the people who are saying I shouldn't have stayed with him, I really did think he has got over me, and that was a mistake on my side, but I did nothing wrong to them. I did not tell them to date each other, I did not tell them to get married, I did not tell him to end it, I did not tell her I want him. I have made things clear from the start, about not to go to her wedding. I did accept not going, but I needed to tell him what she wants. I told my parents what their future daughter wants. I told him before he agreed to still continue with the wedding, that I will keep myself away for his relationship. We should both have space and focus on our relationships. He knows me and my ex are talking about getting together. So I am not wrong for what I did. Update 1. Jack did end up marrying Sophia. Mom called me that day to tell me the wedding happened, and honestly, I felt relieved. I thought maybe this was the closure we all needed. I stayed away from them as promised, focusing on rebuilding my life without Jack in it. My ex and I got back together about a month after everything happened. He's been amazing, understanding everything I've been through. We moved in together last month, and it feels right this time. He proposed last week. It was nothing fancy, just us at our favorite spot by the lake, and I said yes immediately. We're planning a small ceremony next spring. I've been seeing Mom and Dad regularly, but always making sure Jack isn't around. They've been supportive but sad about the situation. Dad told me Jack and Sophia bought a house in another city, about 3 hours away. I think it's for the best, distance helps everyone heal. Yesterday, something unexpected happened. I was at the grocery store when I literally bumped carts with Sophia. I froze, not knowing what to say. She looked different, tired, thinner. She asked if we could talk, and we went to a nearby cafe. She told me Jack has been miserable. They fight constantly, and he's become withdrawn. She said he never got over me, and she's tired of competing with a ghost. I told her I was sorry but reminded her this was exactly why I stepped away. I never wanted to be the reason for their unhappiness. Then she said something that shocked me. She's filing for divorce. They've been married only 4 months, but she can't do it anymore. She actually apologized to me, saying she should have listened to her instincts and never married him knowing how he felt about me. I didn't know what to say. I told her about my engagement, and she seemed genuinely happy for me. We parted on better terms than I expected. When I got home, I had a missed call from Jack. I haven't called back. I don't know if I should. My fiancé knows everything and says it's my decision, but he's worried about opening old wounds. Mom called this morning and told me Jack showed up at their house last night, drunk and crying. He told them about the divorce and blamed himself for everything. They let him stay in his old room. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to call him, to make sure he's okay. He was my best friend for 25 years. But another part knows that would be a mistake. My fiancé suggested maybe we should move further away, start completely fresh. I feel guilty, even though I know none of this is my fault. I can't help but wonder if Jack and I had just had an honest conversation years ago, maybe we could have avoided all this pain. For now, I'm focusing on my engagement and future. I've started therapy again to help process everything. The therapist says I need to stop feeling responsible for Jack's feelings and choices. I miss the brother I thought I had. I miss our friendship. But I know we can never go back to that. Some relationships just can't be fixed, no matter how much history there is. Update 2. It's been 6 months since my last update. So much has happened that I don't even know where to start. My wedding with my ex, now husband, was beautiful. We kept it small, just close friends and family at a lakeside venue. Mom and Dad were there, beaming with pride. They've been my rock through everything. The ceremony was perfect, but I couldn't help feeling Jack's absence. He was supposed to be there, the person who knew me better than anyone. I pushed those thoughts away and focused on my happiness. 3 weeks after our wedding, we found out I'm pregnant. We weren't trying yet, but we're both over the moon. My husband has been incredible, bringing me tea every morning for my morning sickness, going to every appointment. Mom cried when we told her. She's already buying baby clothes. I thought my life was finally settling into place until last month. I was shopping for maternity clothes when someone called my name. I turned around and there was Jack, looking thinner and with dark circles under his eyes. My heart stopped. He asked if we could talk. Against my better judgment, I agreed to a coffee, herbal tea for me. He congratulated me on the wedding and the baby. He seemed genuinely happy for me, which surprised me. He told me his divorce was finalized. Sophia moved back to her hometown. He's in therapy now, working through his feelings. He apologized for everything, for the years of hidden feelings, for the wedding drama, for his confession. He said he realized how selfish he'd been. I never considered what you wanted, he said. I was so focused on my feelings that I couldn't see I was hurting you. I didn't know what to say. Part of me wanted to forgive him instantly, this was Jack, my Jack. But another part remembered the pain. He didn't ask to be back in my life. He just wanted me to know he was working on himself. Before he left, he handed me a small gift bag. Inside was a tiny stuffed elephant, just like the one he gave me when my mom died. I started crying right there in the cafe. When I told my husband about the meeting, he was supportive but cautious. It's your decision, he said. But be careful with your heart. 2 weeks later, Mom invited us for dinner. When we arrived, Jack was there. Mom looked nervous, explaining she thought it was time we all talked. Dad agreed, they missed having both their children together. The dinner was awkward at first, but somehow we fell into old patterns, Jack telling stupid jokes, me rolling my eyes. For a moment, it felt like before. My husband watched us carefully but seemed to relax as the night went on. Before we left, Jack pulled me aside. I don't expect us to be like we were, he said. But I miss my sister. I miss my friend. I'll take whatever role you'll allow me to have in your life. I told him I needed time to think. He nodded, understanding. Last week, I had my first ultrasound where we could see the baby clearly. As I watched that tiny heart beating, I thought about family, about forgiveness, about second chances. I called Jack yesterday. We talked for hours, really talked, honestly, for the first time in years. I told him I was willing to try rebuilding our friendship, slowly. He'll never be what he was to me before, but maybe we can find a new normal. My husband and I have set clear boundaries. Jack respects them. He's dating someone new, a colleague from work who knows our whole history. She seems nice from what Mom tells me. I don't know what the future holds. My baby will be here in 4 months. I want my child to know their Uncle Jack, but I also want to protect them from the complications of our past. For now, I'm taking it one day at a time. Some days I still feel angry about everything that happened. Other days I'm grateful for the chance to heal. My therapist says both feelings are valid.